Hello world! This is Pasta Grannies. It's not really, it's just that I've become addicted to Pasta Grannies on YouTube, which is a lovely thing where they do like 5-minute videos of grannies in Italy making pasta. And Hannah
really
has always wanted to make homemade pasta. She keeps saying, yes. Can we make homemade pasta, Marky B? So here we are in Hannah's kitchen. She's very generously and courteously lent us her kitchen. We're going to make ravioli with spinach, mascarpone and ricotta filling, and we're going to have that in tomato sauce. Now, to start out with, I've got 200 grams of 00 flour here. Tip it out onto the table, and we're going to make we're going to make a wee well in it.
That doesn't look very much.
It doesn't look very much, but the quantities that they make on Pasta Grannies are like for about 10,000 people, all the bambinos and the mamas and the grandpas and all that. So
20 people.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, yeah, tutti a tavola, I think they say. Right, so we're going to have 1 egg per 100 grams. Now, I'm told I'm scared. I'm told by the Pasta Grannies that they actually use water quite often. They didn't have eggs back in the day sometimes. Oh god, that's the egg white gone on there. That's totally wrong, isn't it? So let's try that, see if we can just get that in there. Right, now we need...
Oh my goodness, Mark.
We need to scramble it in with our hands. Oh lordy.
This could be interesting.
This could be interesting. This is going up whether it's a fail or not. Okay, I'm sorry you're rather a distance away. We don't have a huge amount of space to work in, so I've got a 16mm lens on my camera here, so we're a little bit far away. But yeah, my fingers...
Bring that bit in, Marky P. Work it.
I like to work it. This is such a departure from my normal boring videos. I have no idea, I've never done this before. I very rarely even make dough at home, so
this is new.
This is all new to me.
Yes.
This is all new to me. And look at Hannah's beautifully clean hands. Mine are now disgusting. Right, let's just see if we can get this together. We need a granny.
We needed to borrow one of the grannies. We did think about going to Italy and borrowing a granny, but we decided it was a bit out of budget, really. So at this point,
I don't know whether or not I need just a little bit more flour. Do you think more flour or more?
I'll get flour the table.
Flour the table, do you? Okay. Flour the tavola. Do I need to flour my hands as well to see if I can get this all off? Right, yeah, see if you can get all some of that all into there to work it into the dough. I do that.
How warm it's supposed to be.
Well, that's why the wood is best for it, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Hannah's wooden table here. It's best for making the pasta. That's the grannies.
Normally pastry is supposed to be on a cool surface.
Ooh.
And over to my right, I've got a marble surface, which I did think about using. But we decided we'd try wood like the Pasta Grannies do. And then, depending on how this goes, we'll use the marble surface next time.
Is there going to be a next time?
Oh yeah, there's lots of pasta to make. Lots of different types.
Does that need to be, I think it needs to be just a tiny bit wetter, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Perhaps a splash of water. Yeah. Just a tiny wee splash. I've got a little bit extra there. Yeah, let's just see how well that's doing.
That's better. The trick is usually to have wet hands to start with as well for dough. But I don't know how different it is with pasta.
And you're being very, very TV presentorial-ish.
Oh yes.
Let's get it all together.
So hopefully that will then stretch out to make...
Yeah, it's getting very, very stretchy now. Very soft and stretchy. So we now need to knead it. I like to knead it. I like to knead it.
Try to get some salt, Marky P.
Will that help?
Might have to be grindy salt.
Yeah, grindy salt.
It just gives it a bit of flavour.
That'll do, that's enough. We've just added a pinch of salt in there, folks. Just in case you were slightly unclear as to what's happening. And the very makeshift nature of this video, this is not being put together by a professional team of TV cooks.
I think that's very fair. I think we're very professional, to be honest.
Professional in the Julia Child sort of way. I'm Julia Child. And I'm going to need it for about 10 minutes. Would you like to have a go for 10 minutes?
No, I'm not used to working in these conditions. My family have a proper flourer as well. A pot with holes.
Sorry that we're slumming it here, folks. Yeah. I think I've got a bit of tonic water and lime. Oh, that's nice.
Kneading it.
This is where one of the grannies will be asked, how long have you been making the pasta? And they say, I'm 96 now, and I've been making pasta ever since I was on my parents' farm at 5 years old.
But a lot of the Italian mamas and grandmummies have been making it since they were little.
Yeah.
I've been baking since I was about 4 or 5 with my nana. What I have to do.
Hannah wilts down spinach in spraying olive oil in a non-stick frying pan for about a minute.
Mark's chopping the celery into small pieces ready for pasta.
There we go, that's about 3 sticks of celery, that should be enough.
With a very sharp knife.
With a very sharp knife, and the blood adds extra flavour to the sauce. You all add the extra flavour.
Don't forget to take all the skin off that carrot, Mark.
Really?
Yes.
I can't work your potato peeler, I'm left-handed, I can't do it. Voila. Yeah. Who are your favourite TV cooks, Hannah?
Ooh. Oh, it has to be Greg Wallace. It has to be Greg Wallace.
Greg Wallace. Is it because you fancy him by any chance?
Oh, he's gorgeous. No.
Oh, is he? My favourite is Julia Child. It's actually it's a toss-up between Julia Child and the 2 fat ladies, who I just find insanely funny.
In truth, it's the hairy bikers.
It's not.
Hairy diets for me. I think they're amazing.
It's not the hairy bikers. I'm not actually cutting these carrots very elegantly. I'm just sort of doing them into little half moons.
Oh, they're
by the time, because this is going to end up in the tomato sauce. It's just going to be onion, carrot and celery in the base with some passata and some water, and just boil it down while the pasta is being kneaded and then rested. Right, that was nearly my finger off there.
Yeah, be careful.
And Hannah chops more onions for the ragu. Hannah now heats some olive oil on her brand new induction hob. Okay, right, let's pop that in the pan because I'm a bit... That is definitely ready to the point of setting the smoke alarms off.
Yeah.
We'll come round here.
Keep out.
Onion, garlic in the pan.
Celery.
Tell us in the comments who your favourite TV chef is. And so that now just wants to saute for about 10 minutes. So, world, in this little jug here, I've got the filling for our ravioli. I've got some spinach, I've got some mascarpone cheese, some ricotta cheese, some salt and pepper, and some mixed herbs. Mixed herbs are the sort what one gets out of Sainsbury's, nothing exciting. It's just called Italian mixed herb blend. Yeah, so give that a little stir together. Try and get your spinach as dry as you can. We've wilted this in a frying pan But while it was standing, while we were making the dough, it just got absolutely soaking wet. So I've wrung it out, and then we've put it in between kitchen paper and scrunched it out and got as much water out as we possibly can. So here we have, as you can hopefully see here, some lovely mascarpone, ricotta and spinach filling. And that is not in focus at all here. See if that's in focus. So world, we've got a tomato sauce going now. We just put in a tub of our very own homemade Sainsbury's passata in there.
Homemade.
About 500 ml of passata and equivalent in water. And that is now boiling away there, and that can have as long as it's going to take us to do this, which I promise you is going to be ages. Right, so we've got this lovely dough here. That little resting time has softened the dough out quite a lot, so I'm going to flour a rolling pin. Is that enough flour on a rolling pin?
A bit more.
Bit more?
Little bit more.
A piacere. Right, so now the tips are to roll the dough out as close to you as you can, and to try and roll it the same way, although I'm not doing that properly at the moment. This is terrible. Can you even see what I'm doing? So roll that out, and then you swivel it round 90 degrees. That's actually rolling out really nicely.
Yes.
Oh, I'm having fun here. This is my crappy ESK, probably 50p rolling pin here. The Pasta Grannies actually make their rolling pins out of things like broomsticks and broom handles and stuff like that. And they very rarely have anything approaching a pasta machine. Some of them use the pasta machine, but
most don't.
Most don't. Right, now this is half of the batch, so we've got another half to do in a minute. But it tends to also let it sort of hang over the table. It has to be quite thin for this. You can see it hanging over the edge. Turn it round, hang a bit more of it over the edge. It's a bit fatter at this end, if you pardon the expression. You really need to put a lot of weight on it to get it nice and thin. Don't get any bigger.
It is.
Has that grown since you last looked at it, matron?
Oh, it has. Ooh, that looks like it's going to be amazing. It's now 1:45.
When did we start making this video?
About midday. I just got midday. We're hungry.
We're starving. This is running away with me. And that sauce is smelling very nice.
It's bubbling away over there on the hob.
Yeah. Sounds like one of Pretty Patel's magic spells. In goes eye of puppy, other eye of puppy, breast of puppy.
I'm not going to let this one run away with me.
Press it down on the pasta. I might edit that comment out.
You're suggesting that my dress is a bit short, Marky Pip.
Yes, I am. Not safe for Blue Peter. Arrange it in little bits. So we're going to make, and I'm starting a little way in, and possibly these are a bit too big, but we don't know. This is just the thin bit of the pasta sheet. Hopefully we can get it a bit more regular. But this is just fun. It's not going to be perfect, folks. It's possibly about enough for that. So then we roll it over like that.
Still bubbling away. It's our sauce. So that's passata, celery, carrot, onion, garlic, and a bit of puree as well.
And water.
Oh, and water, yes.
Forget none of the water. Come over here and give me the pasta cutter. This was last seen in Anne Summer's bedroom. So then we cut over like that. Oh, look, isn't that good? Woohoo! It's exciting, isn't it? Exciting to be doing this. Although it's not actually.
Make sure it's pinched properly, Mark.
Yeah, I've used my fingers in between.
Yeah, lovely.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't want to cut.
Slightly scruffy.
Slightly scruffy, it's very scruffy. Oh my lord.
Because you're doing it too roughly. Just do it gently.
It's good. Right. Perhaps we want a plate to put these on.
Yeah. There we go, our first parcels. First pasta parcels, there they are.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Right, I'm hoping that they don't all fall apart in the saucepan. I'm sure something will go wrong with them, but I'm just going to press round them a little bit with my fingers. In a rare moment on British TV, Hannah helps. It's huge.
Yeah.
I think we need to go along horizontally first. Because it's getting quite close. Otherwise they'll split. That's the actual spoon. Oh, there you go.
We have plenty of salted boiling water. We're going to put a few of these pasta parcels into the water at a time
See how it works.
and see how it works. Maybe not quite one at a time, Hannah.
I'm worried about how delicate they are. Probably over worried.
No, I'm extremely worried as well. And they want about 5 minutes, do we reckon?
No,
About
2 or 3.
2 or
2 or 3
3.
minutes.
2 or 3 minutes, so maybe let's do them in a couple of batches. Excuse me if you can hear dishes. Wee dishy there. And another one.
See the starch in that water.
Oh,
I believe it should float. I believe.
some of that is actually coming up and floating. Some of it, a bit more of it. Oh, look! Oh, it's all coming up and floating. Look at that, isn't that fabulous?
It's about another minute. I'm not sure it even needs that, to be honest.
Have you got any Parmigiano Reggiano?
I do.
You've got Parmigiano Reggiano! Oh my goodness, golly gosh. Yeah, yeah, that is absolutely ready. Right, let's see if we can get that out all in one piece. Right, if I hold a bowl out
Right, I think.
in the way, sorry, I'm trying to hold an iPad and do this at the same time.
Well, I think most of it's a win.
Now it's all coming apart.
Most of it's a win. At least it'll be tasty, even if it's a little bit separated.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Sorry, pasta nonna.
This is beautiful. That's probably the best I've done. Not that I've ever made it before fresh, but
Tutti a tavola.
la pasta è pronta.
Right, let's see what it tastes like.
Try.
Okay, this is the first batch. We're going to have a little bit of a sharesy. We don't really like doing sharesies, but what's that taste like?
That's really nice.
Is it hot?
It's very warm.
Mm. Right, let's try it with a little bit of the basil. Try some of the sauce first. That sauce is delicious.
It's good, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Very, very peppery and salty, lovely and flavoursome. Mm. And there's something about fresh basil. Right, let's try the actual pasta itself. See if I can cope with it. This is huge and it's going to dollop everywhere. Sorry. Mm. My goodness me.
It's good, isn't it? Happy.
Basta la pasta. La pasta è pronta. Tutti a tavola. Amazing. Have I got dribbling? I'm dribbling, aren't I?
No. No, it's...
Oh, I feel like I am. Lovely. Okay, all right, world. That's enough of us now. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.